Okay, putting air in the chamber on the EX. Let's see. Okay, let's zoom in. All right. There is a silicone plug that goes inside this chamber right there. First thing, you have to move that. That's all that is. So that crap doesn't get in there. You take that out, don't lose it. Grab your quick disconnect. Make sure there is a O-ring at the end. It may have come out in the packaging. Mine had, so I just put it back on. The screw end goes inside the chamber. So you put that through here. If it doesn't line up, it's because this guy has, this block has moved. So just line it up. Make sure you're not cross-threading. And you only need to hand tighten this guy. There's no place to put a wrench or anything. That's the reason for that O-ring. So just hand tighten it. If this is freely moving, then there is really no air in there. Make sure this valve here is closed. Grab this, attach your quick disconnect. It will try to run away from you, so grab, not the black part, grab this and put your quick disconnect on. Make sure you're not turning the hose because that can unscrew the quick disconnect you put in here. This valve closed and you put your air. As you can see, it shut back up, so it's taking the air. I'm going to put mine at 7. I think a good starting point would be about 6.5 MPa. Yeah. Okay. And obviously you want both sides to be the same. Now, if you were to pull this guy off now, it will sound like a gun has gone off. There's about 1500 psi in here. So if you pull this, it's just going to blow. And what will happen, there is an O-ring inside this guy. That O-ring will fly out if you don't notice it. And then you put this back in here to put air, you won't be able to because you've lost the O-ring. So the thing to do before you take this off is release this valve gently. There. Pressure has been released. Now you can go ahead and take this off. No, that does not take the air out of here. No. Okay, I made a terrible video. I was too zoomed in, so you can't see exactly what I'm talking about. The valve that I'm talking about to release the pressure is this on the pump. Imagine this is connected to the wheel. I'm just gonna hold my thumb against it, and you have pumped some air. If you disconnect these two, that's when that pop will sound and the O-ring will shoot out. So if you release this valve, if you release it, there, that let go of the air, and then you go ahead and unplug. If you don't do that, there is an O-ring inside here that will shoot out, and when you put this back in, it loses air. You won't be able to put any air into your chamber. Also, doing that damages, there's a plate for this gauge, damages that. So when you plug this back into your wheel, this will not read the pressure. The way around that, if you do that and damage it, is replacing this gauge. And if you do that, I would go ahead and replace it with one that can read more than 10 megapascals. I can't say that word. You actually, if you can, is find one that has a hose on it maybe, so when you pump in air you can turn it around and look at it. Or if you want it to be without a hose, then it can't be any wider than that to the plate. And after you fill up the chambers and take the quick disconnect off, remember to put this silicone plug back in here as such, but obviously it's going to fall out. So what I'm going to do is put, guess what, duct tape over this part so this can't fall out.